All right, for your setting notes, we know setting is in the exposition where the characters get introduced and we learn more background information about the story before it moves along. So the first set of directions is on page 7. Number 1, it says watch the video. So the video is right here. It says setting. You'll click on the play button and you will watch the video either 1, 2, or 3 times. So that way you're able to fill in the notes on step number 2. Once you watch the video at least once, go back and read the notes. The notes below say drag and match. You're going to fill in the blank to the right, so there are 6 white blanks to the right, describing how a setting is important to a story using the video that's above that you just watched. The 4 words below are care, mood, where, theme, when, and plot. So these 6 words will be dragged and matched to where these white blanks are to tell me that you understood the video and understand why setting is important. So a setting is important, more important than you think. The setting is the blank and the blank. Authors choose a setting with a blank. They just don't choose a random one. Setting can also inform the reader the feeling of blank and the blank of the lesson learned. When a setting changes, it changes the blank. So, if you can do 1 to 2 words and drag them where they belong, okay, that's not where it belongs, but when you drag it where it belongs, make sure you go back and you watch the video a second time so that way you understand more information and you can fill in what you don't know. You should watch it at least 3 times so that you understand setting. Once you're done with page 7, we'll move along to page 8. We're going to practice setting using the colors of evil that we have been watching. You're going to watch the colors of evil to a certain point, okay, towards the beginning of the story. Then once you're done watching it and you're reminding yourself the setting, you go to this next set of questions. So you're going to answer each question. There are 3 questions. They're each in a green box. The first question is, what is the setting at the beginning? So you're going to tell me when it is in this text box here. And then you're going to tell me where it is and type in this text box here. Now, it's important to know the when and the where, but it's important to understand why they chose it and what was the purpose. So in question number 2, you're going to tell me, what does Nancy do to Vivian at the beginning of the story? When you figure it out after you watch the video, you're going to type here to type in your response of what Nancy does to Vivian. After you do question number 2, you're moving on to question number 3, which is a star formatted question of how it's going to be asked on a star test. So it says, use the red box to circle the correct answer. The red box is right here. You'll click on the red box to circle the correct answer after you read the question. So it can be either A, B, or C. The question is, why is the setting important to the story? The way it's going to be asked in star is the setting influences the plot by. Now, sometimes we get kind of confused about what that question's asking. So over here in yellow, in the green box to the right, I give you a hint of how you can reread the star question. So the setting influences the plot by, or the when and the where helps the story, the events by. Okay, so all you're doing for this question is thinking, how is the setting important to the story? What does it help for the characters to do? Okay, so it's either going to be A, explaining how Nancy gets angry at Vivian for being weird. Is it B, describing why Vivian wants revenge on Nancy? Or C, showing a school bus is a place where you can get bullied. So one of these answers describes why the story moves along based on the setting at the beginning of the story. And that's it for pages 7 and 8 for setting.